Atomic Heart was a surprise hit when it launched just a few weeks ago. This blend of alternate history storytelling and this BioShock-inspired gameplay, it actually made for a very unique FPS RPG. And then you top it off with a soundtrack by Mick Gordon. Pretty cool. Developers Mundfish got their careers off with a bang, and with a solid reception and good sales, it seems inevitable they're quickly going to move on their next major project. But what if I told you that a direct sequel to Atomic Heart may already be in development? That's right, Atomic Heart 2. Welcome to VGL, everybody. Chaos here. And today we're going to go over everything we know about the sequel, even though the original only launched a few weeks ago. Make sure you're subscribed with those notifications fully turned on, and this is what you can expect to see. Intel today comes from Insider Gaming, an extremely trusted publication, mostly known for its articles written by leaker legend Tom Henderson. Now, on March 13th, an article was posted by Grant Taylor Hill, going over recent claims by a journalist who had spoken with Mundfish, and that they had somewhat spilled the beans on their own Atomic Heart sequel. According to the journalist, he raised a question about an Atomic Heart sequel, expecting the developers to downplay the question or avoid it altogether since nothing official had been stated. But the team they were talking to actually just flat out said they had plans to develop Atomic Heart 2. This article goes on to highlight the fact that Atomic Heart was in development for about 5 years. And sequels aren't usually as tough to make as the original IP, but it would still take Mundfish 2 to 3 years at the least to get a second game up and running. Plus, Atomic Heart 1 was a cross-generation game, and since the sequel will likely be exclusive to the 9th generation hardware, that could add some extra development time as the team tries to upgrade everything to make it more suited for modern gaming. And that 2 to 3 time frame years, it's also assuming the team decides to go the usual video game sequel route and use the same framework as the original game, which isn't necessarily the route they may choose to take. It's also worth noting here, they are reportedly putting out multiple DLC expansions in development for Atomic Heart, so work on the sequel likely wouldn't start until the first game has kind of run its course. Now, Atomic Heart was a hit with a number of controversies, at least leading up to launch, such as the developers having alleged ties to the Russian government, as well as a good old-fashioned massive leak that resulted in a debug build of the PC version being spread around the internet. Now, we don't want to focus on the controversies of the game in this video, but it should be said that Mundfish will probably need to do a bit of PR in order to distance themselves from said controversies before they announce a sequel to the game. And they'll definitely need to beef up their security so there isn't another giant leak during the sequel's development. But with all that being said, it's pretty exciting to hear that the team has every intention of making an Atomic Heart 2, and with how deep this universe already is after just one, there are a million directions they could go. It will likely be a couple years before it's announced, and there's basically a 0% chance we hear anything about it for the rest of the first game's DLC cycle, and there's also no official statement just as to whether or not the second game exists at all. But with the multiple trusted journalists now verifying these rumors, you know it's probably true. Would you guys play a sequel? Did you play the original? Do you plan on playing the original? What would you like to see Mundfish do this time around? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell rang, and we'll see you soon.